Hello everybody, this is Jade's Videos, and I'm back with another Spirit Halloween 2020 sneak peek video, and this one is on Miss Mercy. Now, this is definitely my favorite one we got revealed today, and is one of my favorite props for Spirit Halloween 2020, and I know a lot of other people like it as well. Also, this is one that I do believe could work for my haunt. It's definitely possible, though my haunt is a laboratory and she's more of a hospital or asylum prop. I feel like laboratories and hospitals and asylums kind of go under the same type of category for Halloween themes in that they have the same type of aesthetic a lot of times. So I feel like she could work. I will make some modifications to her though, and I will say what that is. I'm probably going to try to cover up in the best way I can the hospital symbol on her gown, and if her hat is removable, then I'm going to take off her hat, because I don't want to make her look like a nurse in a laboratory, but those would be very easy modifications. Obviously I wouldn't have them be permanent just for this year, because I'm sure I'd want to use her as a nurse in years to come, but I mean, she might not look bad as a nurse in a laboratory. Let me know in the comments below. Would she look bad as a nurse in a laboratory? Would it make sense? Maybe she's tending to the wounds of people who get injured from working in the lab. I don't know. Nurses seem like they could work in a lab in some way. So let me know in the comments below if you think I should leave her as is, or I should take off her hat and such. Because if I take off her hat and cover up the hospital symbol, then she's just going to look like an experiment. Because she definitely would have that experiment vibe to her. She's missing her eyes. She's got a bandage over her eyes, so it looks like she's been experimented on there. Her skin color is kind of weird, so she doesn't look, well, it's normal skin color, but it's kind of more palish. It's kind of weird. So she looks like she's been experimented on there. And the fact that her neck twists definitely shows that she's not entirely human. And so I feel like that could also benefit in the lab aesthetic for her, that she's an experiment. And I'd come up with a story about why she's there and such. But first I want to know, should I just keep her as a nurse who's being experimented on? Or just take out the nurse things altogether and modify her just so she's just a random creepy old lady being experimented on? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, my haunt plans with this gal out of the way. I love her. She's one of the creepiest props I think Spirit has ever sold. I think she's the creepiest prop we've had since 2013, in my opinion. She's disturbing. Her appearance alone is disturbing with the bandages over her eyes. I don't know if I like the bandage over her eyes more or without the bandage more, because those eyes are terrifying, or what used to be eyes. Or maybe she just has her eyes closed, but I don't know why she'd have a bandage over them if they were just closed. It definitely looks like they would have been cut out or something. She's creepy. And not only that, but her audio is disturbing with the neck cracking sounds. Her laughter is very, very creepy. I feel like her laughter was done very well. Convulsing Nurse is in my top 10 favorite props of all time, so I'm really happy to see another nurse prop. For some reason, I feel nurse props usually tend to be some of the creepiest props, and I don't know why. They just always tend to make nurse props really disturbing for some reason, and this one is no exception. Also, for some reason, it's always a thing with nurses that they either don't have a face or are missing their eyes. We've gotten 4 nurse props in the past. 2 have been at Spirit, 2 have been at Party City, and all 4 are either missing their entire face or missing their eyes. It's weird, but I think the reason for that is because of Silent Hill, and they're all faceless nurses, so I would think that's the inspiration there. Nurse props are really creepy. I love hospitals and asylums for Halloween, so I really like her. And like I said, she can work in a laboratory too, so I'm really happy with that because she kind of fits my haunt this year. Once I make a few modifications to her, unless you guys say I shouldn't, I'll consider. But I think she's a really creepy prop. She's got the neck twisting motion, which is very creepy, as well as the side-to-side motion. And she's $199.99. I think that is a very fair price for her. I think she's definitely worth that price. $200 for those 2 motions, I think, as well, whereas the Butcher only has 1 animation and is $200. I still love the Butcher, but I definitely think this prop is more worth it than him. She's a really cool prop. She's really creepy, one of the most unsettling I've ever seen. And she really creeps me out personally, and I cannot wait to get her. She's definitely a top priority of mine this year, one of my favorites of the year. I love her a lot, and I'm hoping to get 2 life sizes on opening day this year. I usually only get 1, but I'm hoping to possibly get 2 this year, and she is possibly, or she will be one of the purchases I get on opening day this year. So stay tuned for that, because my local store is opening in just about a week or two. So stay tuned for the video on her. Let me know what you think of Miss Mercy in the comments below, and I hope you all enjoyed this Spirit Halloween 2020 sneak peek video. Keep howling at the moon, my werewolves.